Back in 1977, at the Pleasant Hill Cemetery in Livermore Falls, Maine, 3 teenage workers dug into an occupied grave by mistake and uncovered the bones of someone who was buried 50 years earlier. It really freaked out the cemetery's caretaker. Hi, I'm Rick Grollo. I was a gravedigger at that cemetery, and that actual occurrence is what inspired me to write my screenplay, The Old Yard. Now I'm looking to turn that script into a short film. The story takes place partly in a crypt, which is where dead bodies are kept during the winter. But it mostly takes place in a neglected, even spooky section of the cemetery, the section we used to call the Old Yard. The story has some of the elements of a traditional horror story, like the mood and the setting, but it's not a ghost story or anything like that. It's more of a coming-of-age / mystery / love story, and it focuses on the relationships that the main character, Steve, has with his co-workers, the caretaker, and his grandfather. The mystery aspect comes into play when Steve picks up on subtle clues and investigates, and he discovers that he and his co-workers have been manipulated. There's a bit of a twist at the end, too. My screenplay got some recognition at the 2015 Massachusetts Independent Film Festival. While at that festival, I met director Stuart Valberg. Stuart had a great short film that screened there. It's called Lullaby, and it's about this guy who tries to find a way to cope with noise pollution and other forms of overstimulation. Anyway, soon after that meeting, Stuart and I decided to team up on making The Old Yard, and we've made progress. Stuart has convinced David Kruta to join us. David was the director of photography on Lullaby, and he won an Emerging Cinematographer Award for his work on that film. And we have permission from the Livermore Falls Cemetery Association to shoot our film on their grounds. And so now we're in fundraising mode, and this is where you come in. We need to raise money to pay for a few things. We'll use the money donated through Kickstarter to pay the actors and crew. And we'll use it to pay for travel and accommodations, for rental equipment, and for post-production costs. We're also planning to shoot on 16mm film rather than with digital cameras, to give it more of a look from that era. It's also a period piece, set in 1975, which also adds to our budget. In all, this film will cost about $26,000 to produce. You can check out a more detailed version of the budget on our Kickstarter page. There, you'll also be able to see updates on the project, bios for me, Stuart, and David, and information about the other members of the cast and crew as they're selected. You'll also be able to see the perks we're offering. There's something for everyone, no matter what amount you're able to donate. And if you can't afford to chip in, you can still help us out by letting others know about our project. So the next step is yours. With your help, we'll soon be digging in The Old Yard.